Will an astronaut burp in space?
That's what our experiments are going to find out. So we're going to release air into the middle of a chamber like a burp, and then we're going to drop Mentos into Diet Coke, and we're going to drop molasses into water and show that it behaves very differently in free fall. And we've already done some experiments. We've tried the molasses one, and some of the issues we had were trying to use a syringe to get the molasses into the actual bottle. So now we're actually building more contraptions that are going to give us data. We're going to do SciJoy style, and we're going to put sensors on it, and we're going to put actuators on it, and instead of dropping it from 40 feet, we're going to drop it from more like 140 feet. But first we have to make sure that all the components work, and we're going to test out some bungee cords too to make sure it doesn't just plummet into the ground. We've decided we shouldn't probably catch the weights that are dropping 140 feet. That's probably not a good idea.
No, I think the bungee's going to break either way.
Well, let's find out. We did find some stuff out. This is Jacqueline from the future. We did do some more experiments and calculations later that day, but we were only filming our design discussions with you guys. So when we tested out the stretchiness of the bungee cord, the spring constant's actually pretty low, and we know it's not going to work at all for our camera system. So we either need something that has a better spring constant, we need to slow it down in more than 10 feet, like a lot more than 10 feet. Maybe we can make a catching device, or do you guys have other ideas for what we could do? You can leave them down in the comments below, or if you have general ideas for the burp chamber and our electronics or anything that you want to see, please let us know down below. But now I'll let you get back to our design session.
Hey Jacqueline, I got an idea.
Yes.
Let's take a polycarbonate tube, fill it with Diet Coke, and then we're going to put a cap on it, we're going to pressurize it with CO2. And then we're going to insert the Mentos with a little plunger. That pulls away.
No. Not again.
When it's in football. It will work.
No. We've done this before. We've gone down the Diet Coke and Mentos road, and it has not ended well. I will show you a bunch of clips of all the fails.
All right then.
Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I hope it works. Oh no!
You didn't shake it!
Wait.
We've tried to pressurize Diet Coke after pouring it many times.
But I think in the meantime, we're going to just go with this, which is a bottle falling. And we're going to force the Mentos in with a pneumatic actuator. And that will push through a plastic wrap, pop the Mentos in, and then we'll see absolutely nothing happen until it hits the extent of the bungee. But then we're looking at another thing for our burp video, which is essentially going to have a pressure chamber of air. We'll probably put that down below, and pipe up a tube that's going to come through to a perforated tube here, and bubbles are going to pop out. The solenoid valve is going to open as soon as free fall is detected. And when free fall is detected, those bubbles, or when it's in free fall, those bubbles are really just going to populate on the outside of that tube, I think. I don't think they're going to go anywhere else. And so it's going to be hard because we're going to need to figure out how much air needs to be in that chamber till we open it up, or how much of a burp we're going to give it.
Right.
But it's not really a burp because we're just showing that the burp doesn't work.
Are we going to put food bits in there? Like in the bottom of the...
No.
So you're not going to put like a banana?
I mean, we could, but
a Snickers bar.
I think that's gone too far. I mean, we could put more molasses in.
Well, there is going to be molasses. But is that what your stomach is? Water and molasses?
No, it's water and truffles.
Mm-hmm. So we need to have a weight at the bottom. We need to not have it crash into the ground with all the camera equipment. So we're going to try the bungee thing. We needed to actuate it so it releases the burp, the molasses, or the Mentos. And to do that, we want to make sure that we have sensors that detect free fall. Some pressure sensors in there too, which we forgot to draw on the diagram.
What do we need pressure sensor for?
We were going to detect that once you were in free fall, there was no more normal force.
Yeah. So I calculated this value difference, and it was much smaller. But we could show the delta between standing up Like it
No.
was very small. Like the pressure difference.
Oh, no. Okay. So the pressure difference as it relates to the height of the tube is going to be real small.
Yes.
But I meant, like, if you put a pressure sensor at the bottom of the tube, it should be telling you pretty much the weight of the water above it, right?
Okay.
And then when you drop it, it says 0. Just to show, like, more sensors.
Gotcha.
More sensors.
That would be cool. So we're going to do that little pressure sensor.
So this was just some of the experiments we've already done and some of the design that we're trying to do. We'll have the experiment come out in the next few months. We'll show you more videos along the way as we're building it, and you'll get to learn as we're learning. Thanks, guys, for watching, and let's keep building and learning together.